How's it going? It is Andre Williams from the Hard Gainer Academy, and what I'm going to be talking about is a question that I came across. So the gentleman was asking me, do I have to eat clean all the time? I want to lose this belly, I want to build some muscle. So you know what? I decided let's cover it inside this video today. So before I even answer this, you already know, let's think about the psychological component to this question. Do I have to eat clean food all the time, or do I need to eat clean all the time? So the first thing that I want to answer about this question, or kind of dissect it, is get rid of the whole thought process of clean food and bad food. I am guilty of saying these words in some of the videos I've done in the past, or some of the times when I used to talk to my clients in the past about classifying foods as good and bad. Get rid of that altogether, because at the end of the day, there's no such thing as bad food. It's what we do with it that makes it not so healthy. So what do I mean by this? So for example, potatoes are healthy. There's a lot of nutrients in them. But if we go out and we have French fries, they end up not being as healthy. Another thing that we need to look at, if they say you're so-called eating dirty food or not clean food all the time, society says, you know what, you're gonna put on weight, you're going to be fat. But here's the thing. The only reason why that happens is because you're eating in excess. You're eating more than your body actually burns in a day. So technically what that means, you could be eating mostly unhealthy food and still be able to lose weight as long as you're not eating more than your body actually burns in a day. So technically when we all think about it, is that because you eat bad food or not so healthy food, it doesn't mean it's gonna have an effect on you physically. But what we really need to look at is taking care of your body, making sure that your body can do everything you need it to do. And as this dad, you wanna be a super dad. You wanna make sure that you're healthy, you wanna look muscular, you wanna be able to have the energy, you don't wanna feel tired all the time. So in order to do that, you need to feed your body some good fuel. So here's the thing. So instead of saying clean food, let's look at the term of, you know what, just eating food. And then looking at the food that gives us the most value. So let's look at it like this. You go to the car dealership, you buy yourself a BMW. It's nice, it's beautiful, you drive it right off the lot. And then you know what? You gotta put some gas in it. So what kind of gas would you have to put inside this BMW so it can continue to run the way you want it to run? You're gonna have to put some premium in there. So if you're willing and you're committed to put premium inside that BMW or inside that luxury car, why can't we treat our bodies the same? So looking at foods that'll give us the most bang for our buck nutrition-wise, and also figuring out ways how can we prepare it so we can continue to get the most bang for your buck. That's what I really want you to take a look at. Now for the next point, you guys have heard me talk about something called the 80-20 rule. So what that means is 80% of the foods that you eat are packed with nutrients, they're wholesome, they're just good, again, good for you. And then the other 20% could be some of those foods where, you know what, they're not as nutritious, but there's some things that you might want to enjoy. So for myself, I use, for example, 80% of the time, I'm eating lots of vegetables, I'm eating a protein source and so forth. And then 20% of the time, sometimes I like to enjoy a couple of chips. And then another snack that I tend to eat, well, you know, I won't really call it a snack, are Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers, I don't know what's about them, but they just have this sweetness to them. But again, I don't really eat it that often at all. But I can honestly tell you, for the most part, I'm doing the 80-20 rule. But what this means is it helps with consistency. Because when we look at that question again, if you're telling yourself psychologically, well, I have to eat clean all the time, just imagine that time where, you know what, you don't have the opportunity to eat the most nutritious food. You're gonna start beating yourself up. You're gonna feel like you failed. You're gonna feel like you did something wrong. And that doesn't help, because you know what that does? It could contribute with you falling off the wagon, because it happens with a lot of people. So what I want you to do instead is just have a profile of, hey, this is what I'm gonna eat on a regular basis, consistency, to get closer to my goals. And then on the other end, here are the foods I'm gonna eat because you know what? Because I enjoy it and I like it, and I don't have it that often, so what's the big deal? Because at the end of the day, what matters is consistency. When you look at foods the way how I just explained it to you, as far as fuel and it giving you the most bang for your buck so you can make the most out of your body, you start to look at things differently. So if you're thinking to yourself, hey, should I eat this? If you're tracking your calories, see if it fits inside. Also take a look and say, well, you know what? How many times a week or how often could I enjoy this treat that I like to have? Will it fit inside the plan? That's all that you need to focus on. Stop focusing on, oh, what's the bad food? What's the good food? No. Look for what gives you the most bang for your buck nutrition-wise. I really just wanted to hammer that home because, again, you do not need to eat clean all the time. I used to be that person. I used to eat clean all the time, and the moment that I ate something that did not fit in that category, I'd beat myself up and I feel bad about it. And then when I started coaching clients, they would say exactly the same thing. Enjoy it, right? Food is good. We all like to eat, right? So don't get all caught up in all the clean food and the bad food. Just focus on the food that's gonna help you get closer to your goals. And don't hesitate to actually, you know what? Enjoy some of the foods, because hey, this is life. Enjoy it while you're on this planet. It's only so long we're gonna be here for, and you're still going to reach your goals and get the body that you want and live the life that you want. So if you need any help or you have any questions, then by all means, you can send me a message and I'll be more than willing to help you out. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll be talking to you real soon. Peace out.